Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bernie from ZKRM and our channel is all about our movement from Ireland to San Carlos City, Philippines. Stay tuned. Hello, my name is Bernie and I'm a musician, songwriter and producer.
Hello everybody, just call me Cheche for short.
So, what can you expect from our channel? Well, we are living very close to the ocean. We are filming around the ocean, the beaches and the old churches and the shopping days for my wife. Yeah, and we are going to film until the end when you're ready to pack our stuff to move to the Philippines for good. So, please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel because you will get an update on a weekly basis and that you can see what's going on, how we are progressing with our movement. Okay, thank you very much and stay safe. Hello friends, welcome to our 20th episode. Thank you for joining. Yeah, today I really like to show you some very special. A specialty what we are eating, like a dessert in Germany. They also have it here in Ireland, but it's a little bit different. I will show you in a minute. So, what I'm talking about is pudding, jelly pudding. So we have different tastes. We have a green one. I cannot remember the name. What it is it called? But this is raspberry and this is lemon. So this is from Germany. Yeah, there are 2 sackets inside, and in Ireland we have these kind of jelly cubes inside. Okay. Okay. I do not open this now because I don't like to prepare this now. Normally you have to cut it with a sharp knife because they're prepared already like cubes, but you have to cut it anyway. So we don't use this, yeah? So we are going to use this from Germany, and I will show you how to do this. Super simple. It's kind of instant powder. You don't need to add anything except sugar, and that's it. So I will show you. What do you like, darling? You like lemon or this one? I think you like this one. Okay, I will show you what we need. We need this one.
Okay.
Okay, we need this. We need this filled with water. And we need sugar. White sugar. Okay, what you have now here is raspberry taste flavor. Here are the instructions already how to do it, but there are 2 sackets inside. We only need 1, of course. And all what we do now is we take a pot, you open sacket with the scissors, put everything in here. Okay, then we add sugar. We need to use tablespoons. Don't make it too full. Okay, I have to show you the size because sometimes they have different sizes. Like this one. You see, this is smaller, so you don't take too much sugar, otherwise it's really too sweet. So we need 5 of them, not too full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all with the sugar. Then you have to mix it. Not really necessary because you're adding water anyway, so you have to stir all the time. So, and we can do this very quick. I show you, but you have to cool it down later on, of course, for at least 6 hours. So we do it overnight, and tomorrow morning it's really ready to eat, or in the evening. So I mixed it now, and now I take this one, the measurement glass. This is half a liter, 500 milliliter. And I take a good water, filtered water in this case, because you can forget about the water from the tap. So this is around 500 milliliter filtered water. Put it on the stove. And we add it. Okay, now you can see the sugar is still visible. So the white stuff, of course, is the sugar. So I need to open the fire. And now I have to stir all the time until the liquid is very clear. It takes a while. Okay, slowly it's getting clear. You need to be careful not to let it boil. This is a big mistake. Never, because there is gelatin inside, and you never boil gelatin. So this is gelatin. It's also from Germany for doing desserts. There are kind of leaves inside. It looks like plastic. Yeah, so never boil gelatin. Just to heat it up. And you can, as you can see already, the liquid is getting clear. The sugar is dissolved. Okay, so not too much, not to boil. Okay, it is clear already, no more sugar to see. And this is actually finished. Yeah, I think this is okay. Good. This is enough. We turn it off. And all I need to do now is I take these bowls. I know exactly this will fit only in 3 of them. I will show you how. So I hope it's not cracking now, but it should be okay. First I make a little bit because it's still very hot. The glass can get used to it, not that it breaks. Okay. And this 500 milliliter fits into 3 of them. Okay, and all we need to do now is, I think I take a plate because of the hot glass. All we need to do is to put it into the ref. Okay, and I think the other one does not fit inside.
Doesn't good.
Yeah, something like that. Hello friends, I would like to show you something. Yeah, I prepared now the jelly pudding, and it takes a while. It takes until tomorrow, so it has to cool down for 8 hours. And tomorrow then we go to the Pavilion Shopping Center in Swords. But now I like to show you something small toy what I have here. It is really wonderful. Looks like that. Maybe you're wondering, what is it? What is this? I've never seen something like that. Have a closer look here there. Yeah. And this is just a bottle opener. You take a bottle like that with a cap here. You push it down. Voila! Open! So easy to do. This is from Germany. And it's not so cheap. But it's a lot of fun to open the bottles. Doesn't matter if it's soft drink or beer. Yeah, beer. And here is my most favorite beer, which is a wheat beer, German wheat beer. You can come closer if you can see the name of it or so. And it is very cold. Normally you drink it in a wheat beer glass, but I was so very talented and broke two. So I have no more wheat beer glass. So I have this one here, and this is normally not a wheat beer glass. This is more for lager beer. This is Fischer's, but this is Perlenbacher. Okay. Yeah, just finished working, and this is my after work beer. And then you have to make like that because the yeast is at the ground. You have to make like that. And then you can see the wheat, the yeast is going down, floating down. Yeah, cheers! So now you saw how easy it is to prepare a jelly pudding. Yeah, I prepared it, the instant powder into a pot. I added 4 tablespoons of sugar inside. I added 500 milliliter water, cold water. I'm stirring around and I've heated up, but without boiling, until the sugar cannot be seen anymore, and I put it into the ref. And now we have to wait at least 6 to 8 hours, and we let it cool down the whole night, and tomorrow it's ready to eat. And after that, we go to the Pavilion Shopping Center in Swords, and I hope you join us. Thank you, and talk to you later. Hello friends, now today is the day, and we show you the result from our jelly pudding. Okay. So we have it here. Okay. Look at this. So this is the jelly pudding. Very good. Okay, see you later. Hello friends, we're going out now to the Pavilion Shopping Center, and I hope you join us. See you later.
That's it.
Hello.
Hello. We're going to dance store now in Swords. Pavilion Shopping Center.
Ja, darling, ist zu schief. Ist einfach zu schief.
Okay. See you then, friends. I wait you here. Oh, this is in. Okay. Oh, looks nice, I'd say. This is River Island. This is game shop. This looks nice as well.
This is one way here.
Oh, one way only. Sorry.
The other side is.
Oh my God, they changed
Yeah,
everything
you
now.
have to walk here. And the other people
Yeah.
walk here. And the other side too. Like to go out.
Yeah.
Here, it's one way.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is really empty now. You know,
Yeah.
it looks empty. Yeah. This is Zara, and this is a nice shop, Shatsi, yeah? Yeah, I think one day we'll go here inside, but not now. Look, everything changed. Yeah, we go inside, yeah. Guess, oh, this looks nice. That looks interesting.
Old fashioned.
That's true. The toys is here, everything here. Look. Interesting. Mom, what second chassis? This is interesting.
What is this?
It's also handcraft.
Painting.
Painting. This is very interesting. So. Big size. Yeah.
Okay. Everything €1 only. Wow. You found a big one. Okay. Yeah, but I don't like the overnight here, yeah? toys for the animals, for the dogs and cats.
One day I'd like to buy this.
No, why not?
It's 20 euro. Nice price as well.
I like this kind of copper pots here.
Yeah.
I really love copper.
So how much is it?
It's not very heavy, huh?
Very heavy.
They're not cheap. 40 euro or
40
something.
euro.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one as well, yeah.
40 euro.
40. Oh yeah. But I like this.
It's stuck here sometimes.
10 euro, yeah. It's also nice. The design is
The design, I like it, yeah.
Yep.
Next time we need to buy this.
What is this here? What is this? Oh, this is pasta. Pasta Italiana. Very nice in colors. Cool. And spaghetti, different colors, even in black. Yeah, nice. The tea cans.
Oh, very heavy.
Heavy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
This
oh
is
very
tea.
heavy.
This is nice. Very heavy. Send me. Can
Hab
take
ich.
it.
The Christmas stuff, huh?
Christmas.
Das ist schön. This star is nice. Oh, the Philippines is much more nice.
Yeah.
This is really boring here. This one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
You can put fruits.
Yeah, that's
as well.
true. Very less people. Normally it's very crowded. No? Yeah.
Then we need to buy some fruits.
Yeah. Ich wollte nur kurz so schön hier. So we go down here to the supermarket. Welcome to Swords Pavilions. Okay.
It's good.
starting to rain, so we finished now here in Pavilion Shopping Center. We're going home now. And it's starting to rain, yes. See you later. We could not find our car. Oh, it's raining. Oh. Hello friends. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our shopping day, our preparation of the jelly, pudding and drinking the beer. And I hope you join us at our next episode. See you then and stay safe. Bye bye. Hello friends, welcome to our presentation how to prepare German French toast. Yeah, I have prepared everything here. Yeah, as you can see. Dani, are you filming here? Yeah, okay. Now I show you exactly the procedure how to prepare that. Okay, all you need is some rolls, dried out rolls, or dried sandwiches, which are super dry, ready to give to the dogs or whatever. So, as you can see, when you come a little bit closer, yeah, my wife, you can see here the rolls are like stones. Don't throw it away, you still can use it, yeah, and to show you how to do it. So I prepared everything here. All what we need is, I think we still have also some vanilla. Let me check. Here we have some vanilla sugar. Okay, all what we need is dried out rolls or toast bread. If you have toast bread, I would recommend just make it soft and put it together in your hands, knead it in your hands and make it to a ball. So you have almost the same, okay? If you don't have like stone rolls like that. Okay, so I prepared the milk already and I hope it is enough. You can come a little bit closer, this is no problem at all. All you need to do now is to prepare some bread crumbs. Okay, you take a machine like that and you're starting to do that. Okay, so you're preparing the breadcrumbs, what you can use later on. Almost finished with this one. Get away the brown. Surface. Okay. Something like that. Okay, this does not look so good, but anyway, maybe I can cut this out a little bit. 1 second. Okay, and the other one. I hope it's enough, but I think so. So when you eat one like that, this is really makes you full immediately. So actually one is enough already. Okay, I think the milk is already. And I think the breadcrumbs are that's enough. So I'm made a lot of mess here. Slower. Slower. So this is just to show you how it works. So now, what you do now is, okay, I mean, do we have something else here? No, nothing else, huh? I have another tool spread here, but this is, okay. So just to show you how this works. Okay, now we prepared some milk here, and of course we have to put them inside. And you put the milk inside. Wait 1 second, please. This does not look so. Of course, you have to check that there are no flowers. That the bread still is okay, you know, not dark. So it should not be too old. But this just for presentation purposes. Put this here. And you put the milk over it. Maybe you put 1 sugar of vanilla sugar, 1 spoon, teaspoon of vanilla sugar inside. You need to have clean hands, and then you make like that. Yeah, it's getting very soft. In the meantime, it needs to soak the milk, of course. And then what we can do already, what we need is a pot like that. Okay. And normally 500 milliliters of milk, but we only took half of it. We don't have so much milk anymore because I'm preparing here a vanilla sauce, like a vanilla pudding. And this is a German pudding. So they have different brands, of course. Yeah. So, because we don't have so much milk anymore, I only have selected only half of the package, and only 1/4 milk. So, what I need to do now is, still this needs to be soaked. Yeah, still takes a while. Okay, so we need to read very quick. Okay, we have to boil the milk. Yeah, this takes a while, not too long. Okay, here it's written, well, 500 milliliter milk, but we only have 250 in this case, because we don't have so much milk anymore, so we took the half package. One package is 63 grams, so I took 30 grams, yeah. And we have to boil the milk first, yeah. And then we have to put the powder inside, and we have to stir it until it's getting thick. Okay, so this takes a while. We take this one here. Let's see how our roll is looking. Yeah, okay, they're getting soft already. It takes a little bit more. second. Okay, of course don't let the milk burn. Okay. So actually I'm doing two things at the same time. So I'm doing this here with a German French toast and the pudding, the vanilla sauce. So we can prepare already. I'm doing 3 things now. I'm preparing here the plates. Okay, plates. Okay, and the milk is almost boiling. Okay, now I put, yeah, it's starting to boil. A little bit more. Yeah, it's starting to boil, and then put the powder inside, vanilla powder, stir it, and then it's written here, very strong, to stir it inside and then to put it down from the gas, from the fire. Okay, not to let it boil too much, but of course you have to stir it for 3 minutes, something like that. Oh. Smelling vanilla. Yeah, I can smell it already. I hope it does not stay so liquid. Okay, let this rest for a moment. Now, what we are doing now is we need another plate. Okay. And I think a little bit more milk here. It's a little bit hard inside, so but this one is pretty soft already. Okay, this is what we do. We press out the milk a little bit. Yeah, this is the same what you can do with normal toast bread, you know. And of course we need the breadcrumbs. I think it's enough with the breadcrumbs in. Okay, and then of course I don't. It's just a trial. It's not so very tight. I'll have to do this normally. Okay. Oh, it is not sticking together. Maybe I can find a way to do it. And then the other one is almost, it's still a little bit hard in the middle. Let's wait for a moment. Okay. And then, yeah, this is getting sticky already, as you can see. A little bit liquid. But very nice smell, vanilla smell. So what we can do now is we can prepare the pan already. And we take some butter because oil is too smelly. So we take a margarine or, no, not margarine, butter. Butter is better. Butter is better than oil because the taste is better with butter. Oh. Don't make it too hot. So then all we need to do is not too hot to fry this one, and I hope I can do it because it is not very, the consistency is not really good. And the other one is better now. Oh, the consistency is not so good. I don't know why. This is not so good. But this is the way how to do it. At least can do it a little bit to show you how it works. Okay. All right, almost finished. It's maybe a little bit hot. Hot. Okay. Yeah, normally there's still some stuff inside here. Normally you can filter that you really have the clear sauce. Maybe a little bit more margarine, butter, I mean. It looks good already. Think so? Oh, the consistency is not so good. So it's falling apart. Yeah. So you bake it golden brown, as you can see here. And the sauce, yeah, it's a little bit better than before. Not so liquid anymore. Okay, so how does it look like? So well, this is a little bit, it's a little bit, yeah, this is okay. What does it look like? A little bit more. this is how you can use the very dry rolls or very dry sandwiches. If you have them still at home, you don't need to throw them away. Yeah, this looks good already. This one is unfortunately a little bit not very stable. But I think this is ready to go, ready to eat. Yeah. So, let's prepare. Okay, we go over to the table. My darling gets a good one and I'm getting the bad one. But the bad one is bigger. All you need to do now is put the sauce over it. Okay. That's all. Yeah, so I have shown you how to prepare this very simple German French toast. What you can do with normal toast bread as well. When you make it like that, you knead it together like a ball. And it's very easy, and you're getting very full when you eat one or two, I tell you honestly. So this is very easy and very delicious. I'd like to try to taste a little bit. Oh, very good. Exactly what I can remember from Germany. It tastes. Oh, it's really. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for watching and take care. Hello friends, welcome to my small baking studio today, the 29th of September 2020. My wife is at work and she has no time because she needs to work, and I thought, okay, why not to prepare a cake? So I would like to show you today how to bake a coffee cake. I don't know if you know about that, but in the Philippines it's not so very common, I think so. But in Germany, yeah, and I can remember my mother, she baked a very nice coffee cake, and it's so really easy to do. And I will show you step by step what kind of ingredients you need, how to do it, and if you like to know about the recipe, I will put the recipe instructions into my description of this video. And whenever you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I hope I can answer you the question what you're wondering about, what you're concerned about. Let's get started. Actually, it does not take too long. The baking time is 1 hour at 160 degrees Celsius, but I will talk about this a little bit later. First of all, I like to show you what you need. Okay, I have the recipe here because I cannot keep everything in my mind. Okay, it's a coffee cake, yes. What you need for it is 150 grams of butter. Pure butter, no margarine. Butter, we have Irish butter. Okay, then you need 250 grams of sugar. As you can see, I prepared everything already because not to waste some time. So 250 grams of white sugar. And then we have 4 eggs, but separated. Egg white and egg yolk. Okay, you have to separate that. You still need this for later on, this egg white. Then, what do you think what we need for the cake? I mean, the name of the cake is coffee cake. So it makes common sense that we need coffee. So this is 250 milliliter of coffee. But if you prepare the coffee, don't make it too weak. It need to be a little bit strong, because at the end you will put this in the dough. Yeah, and I baked the cake before already, a coffee cake, and I noticed it could be the coffee taste or flavor could be a little bit stronger. So I made this a little bit stronger with 3 spoons and of course hot water, and I filtered it as well because of the ground coffee. So 250 milliliter of sugar. Then you need baking powder, baking soda. Okay, baking soda is 7.5 grams, what I put in here. So you can see here the kind of Irish baking soda, yeah, 7.5 grams. Then you need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, yeah, what I put in here in this glass, and this, I took it from here. Okay, I hope you can see it a little bit blending. So you know what cinnamon is. Okay, and what else you need? We need 1 tablespoon of cacao, chocolate cacao, instant normal cacao. Okay, and I got this from the Cadbury's chocolate cacao. Okay, so you need 1 tablespoon of this. And what do you think what we need for a cake? Of course, flour. So I prepared the 500 grams of half a kilo of plain flour. Plain flour. Oh, maybe you can see it here better. Yeah. So, and there is, of course, as you can imagine, you need a cake form. I got this from my mother from Germany. It has a very, very funny name. I think you won't understand in German. Gugelhupf. And this is Gugelhupf because of the design. Yeah, maybe you can see that. And this is a spring form. You can open it here, okay? And later on, it's very easy to release the cake. Yeah? It's a little bit hassle now to put it together and leave it now. Of course, if you don't have a form like that, you can also use a form like that. But of course, a little bit bigger than this one, yeah? Because that's not fit for 500 grams of dough. Okay, what else we need? We need a mixer. We need a mixer. Okay. And let's get started. Hello guys. Yeah, if you like to know the whole procedure how to bake a coffee cake, so please try to watch until the end, because otherwise maybe you miss a few details and then the result will not be so good. Okay, stay tuned. Yeah friends, so I prepared everything here, as you can see. It's a little bit hard to film alone, you know, this is sad, but I have to try to handle this somehow to show you this everything in a proper way, you know. So the thing is, you have to mix everything, you have to put everything into the flour to mix everything, and the butter at the moment is a little bit hard. So this is a little bit hard to mix then, you know, and I will show you what you can do. Yeah, of course, in the Philippines, maybe you don't have a problem with the hard butter, but when you have a ref, it's also hard, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now you can put it into the microwave for a moment. That is a little bit liquid. It's much more easy to mix everything together, you know. But I think not too long, only to make it a little bit soft and. Hello friends, now we are going to start now to bake our coffee cake. Yeah, it might be, it's getting a little bit loud because of this mixer. Yeah, and this is how it looks now with a little bit melted butter. Actually, there is no special procedure in what you have to put, what you have to add first to the dough, to the flour I mean. And I just started, you know, you have to mix everything anyway. And okay, let's start with the butter. Oh, I need a tool. So this is very useful when you have something like that, because you can get out everything, you know, from the bowl. I think that will look very messy later on. Okay, so butter, sugar, 250 grams of sugar, 4 egg yolk, baking powder, baking soda, 7.5 grams, cinnamon, 1 teaspoon, chocolate, 1 tablespoon. Everything together except, yeah, of course, and the coffee, the most important. The coffee, 250 milliliter of coffee. So, the only thing what's very important, the only thing what you don't do is to put the egg white inside, because later on you need that. I will show you what to do with that. Okay? Yes, friends. Yeah, of course, you can put some raisins into the dough, additional, maybe not too much, or hazelnut pieces, yeah, or kind of chocolate pieces. I just, yeah, forgot to put it inside, but there's a possibility to put in, to add some chocolate flakes, you know, or here, but maybe this is only for a sandwich. I don't know what my wife bought here. There's chocolate pieces inside. Never saw this before, except for the Rooter Irish. Yeah, this is what you can do, and then the taste, in general, the feeling of eating the cake is much more interesting because you bite on something. Okay, I just wanted to tell you. Now, it might be getting a little bit loud, but I hope it's okay for you. I can make some music, or I don't know. And of course, not working. Let's see. It should. The plug is inside. Ah, yeah. Okay. I don't spin it up too fast, otherwise everything is flying around and I know it's okay, a little bit better. So as you can see, I put everything inside without any procedure what you have to follow, which product first. Oh, look at this. I know it's getting messy, but I don't mind at the moment. You don't have a machine like that. I need to put this a little bit from the side, everything down. This is what I love to do, because you know, if then you put everything inside, don't keep it at the side, you know. I mean, and of course, later on when everything is very smooth, you also can taste it. You know, I mean, there's no problem. There's not poison. So it must be very soft. Is this the highest? Yeah, it's very smooth already. It looks like mocha. Okay friends, I cleaned up a little bit here. Yeah, I mixed the dough and I show you what is the next step to do. You can do this normally later as well, but I do it now. I show you what to do in order to bake the cake, yeah? So you have to just get a little bit butter. Yeah, like a piece of butter. And then you need to fatten the form. I just make it like this. First like this a little bit, at the side as well, of course, or in the middle. No, outside, yeah. So I fatten this in. Of course I can use my finger as well when it's clean, hopefully. Okay, just very roughly, but it's much better because, you know why? Because when the cake is ready cooked, you know why? Because when the cake is ready, yeah, you get it out of the oven, and then when you open the spring form, it is very easy to get out the cake, you know, and that's what. And also in here, of course, it's a little bit messy to clean this later on after baking time, but it's better because it's easy to get out the cake later on. Not too long now. Just fatten inside. Okay, this is enough. I don't know where I should put the butter now. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now you have to put this back. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit far away. Maybe I'll adjust the camera a little bit. So, okay, here is the this piece here, and it needs to flip in here. I hope I can catch it. Nope, not so easy. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's closed everywhere. So I fattened everything. Yeah, so I'll show you the next step, which is with, it's a problem when you film your own. You have nobody to hold the camera except the tripod. So, I messed up everything here. So now you have the egg white, you put it into a bigger bowl. Messy. I don't like when it's so messy, and it must be everything clean already. Same like with this one here, I clean this up now. And now I have to produce egg snow. Yay! And this is done pretty quick actually. Not too strong. And I will show you what is the purpose of that in a minute. Slowly, getting stiff. Not yet. Fun to do. I love that. I'm not sure if it's already finished or a little bit more. I think a little bit more. Oh yeah, here's the sweet. It's enough. Okay, so what we do now is this one, the dough, and we put this underneath the dough, the egg white. You know why? Because this makes the cake fluffy, very soft, and this is the purpose for that. Okay. Put this first on the top maybe. I learned this, by the way, from my mother. But actually it's very easy to do when you follow the recipe instructions, you know. So what you do is now, you need to, I don't know the English word for that, but you need to shovel the egg white underneath the dough. Yeah, something like that. Not to really mix it. Not really mixing it, but you know, you can see what I'm doing, like from left to from the bottom to the top, and I mix it, of course, yeah, but not to mix like that. You know what I mean? So this, but this looks good, and then of course I can taste it a little bit, and I hope it's not tasting horrible. But I've done everything right with the dosages of the different ingredients. So it should be fine. So we have 5:40 in the afternoon, 5:40. So I don't have so much time anymore. So very soon it's 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. and 7:45 I have to pick up my wife from work. And then she is off 2 days, and we will film again a little bit. I don't know what to do, I don't know yet, but we will find something to show you. Maybe another jelly pudding. Okay, so I think this is enough, and as you can see, it looks like that, like a yeah, that's good. Yeah, no doubt about that. So, very simple, of course. What do you think what you're doing? We put it in here. Yeah. So this is a lot of fun because you need 3 hands normally to hold the form. Maybe I put this underneath so it's not slippery around, you know. Okay. And then, just put it here. Oh, it's okay. I can do it. Oh, this looks nice. I don't know if you can see that. Oop. Yeah, this is difficult. Alone, yeah. Looks nice. So I have to get out everything now, of course, from the bowl. So it looks good already. Okay. This looks good. So actually I don't need to adjust something because it's floating around. I mean, it is okay, the level is okay from all the sides almost. Anyway, it's growing because of the baking powder, baking soda, I hope. Not to waste too much time. So I think it's okay. Yeah, okay, that's it. Now, what I'm going to, it's really good aftertaste, I love it. What I'm going to do now is I will preheat the oven and I put it to 160 degrees Celsius, yeah? And then I let it bake for around 1 hour, okay? So I will do this now. So this oven is with a fan, I put it to the fan position. This is the timer, and this is the temperature. So I put it on 160 something, doesn't matter. It's in the middle of 170. Yeah? So I put it into the middle, and I have to open here. Of course, the power. This is the Irish style. You have to open the power. So I'm not sure if you have to preheat it, to be honest. I think I put it inside. It's not meant to be, you have to preheat it. So this is how it looks like, and let's see it in 1 hour. Talk to you later, guys. Yeah, I'm now waiting for the cake. I can see something already. It's a little bit growing, but of course it takes a while. Yeah, so it takes a while, and you need to be careful. So now, what you can do, I will show this to you a little bit later, to see if the cake is ready already, okay? So we have kind of, no, my wife, she does not have it here in the drawer. It's a kind of wooden sticks, yeah? And you put it in, you stick it into the cake when you don't know if it's ready or not, you know? And whenever you pull it out and it's sticky, then you still need to leave it inside. Only when you stick inside and you get it out and it is dry, then the cake is ready to get out of the oven. Okay, yeah, once in a while, I don't know, during waiting now, once in a while we filming a little bit about food and how to prepare different things, you know. By the way, I also have to, maybe you saw the presentation how to prepare jelly pudding, yeah. And maybe the next episode will be about producing a jelly pudding with fruit juice without this instant powder. I can show you a way how to do it. I'm not sure if in the Philippines you can buy this kind of, I have to move a little bit here, this kind of gelatin leaves. Oh, okay, this is powder. This is powder. This is what I don't like so much. So I like more this from Germany, which is, these are a kind of leaves. I don't like to open this now because it's still closed, yeah? These are kind of leaves. There are 12 leaves inside, and it looks like plastic, you know? You can make it like this, yeah? And it's transparent. It looks like plastic. And then you put it, you add some water here, and you lay it inside and let it float. Yeah, cold water, a little bit warm, and then it dissolves it. It will get very soft, and then you get it out and you get out the water. And I show you this the next time how to do this. Very nice. So you don't need to this kind of instant pudding. You don't need this kind of instant. So when you don't have it available, but you have the gelatin. Yeah, you need either this one or the gelatin, you know, otherwise you cannot do it. Yeah, but this, I think this is something I will show you next time. Okay, talk to you later when this body here is ready to get out. See you later. Hello friends, yeah, I want to have a look for the cake now because it's not yet time, but before I checked a little bit and I think it is ready to get out. So let's have a look. So, what I told you before, it is good to have a stick like that. A wooden stick, okay? So now it's a little bit difficult because I'm filming alone and I have to check the cake to stick inside to see if it's gluey or not. When it's dry, then I can get it out. But it depends. Sometimes it's really, for example, the recipe says the cake must be baked, baken, my English is so bad, for 1 hour. But you need to have a look all the time, yeah? Because sometimes you cannot trust because it depends of the oven, the fan, the temperature, the location. So better to have an eye on it, yeah? So I will check this now. I hope I can film it. So friends, it's time to get out the cake. Yeah, I turn it off. I turn off the switch here. Everything off. So let's have a look. So of course it's hot, yeah? So what I told you before is you can use this kind of wooden stick to stick it inside and to see if it's sticky or not. And it's pretty dry. So which means the cake is ready to get out. And what I also like, I like the color. The color is not too dark, not too bright. So I will get it out here. Oh, yes, it is. It is hot. So you see? My cake, my coffee cake. I need to be careful because I have the camera in my hand. So I put it first here. So look at this. Now, the only thing is now, I have to turn this around. Yeah? And I have to transfer this to this one here. This is very good for a cake plate because the air is going through, you know, and it is not getting wet at the bottom of the cake. So I have to put away the camera now because I cannot do it with one hand only, yeah? So what I have done now, I turned around the form, yeah? And the thing is that the cake must go down, all right? So I cannot really remember if my mother told me to open the spring form or not. This is a big question now, and I think I have to call her. Okay, I just called my mother and I asked her what to do exactly, okay? She told me to turn around again the cake and then to stick with a knife. I'll show you. No, I need this. You take a knife like that. And what you do is, it's very hard to film with one hand only. What you do is you go around like that. Actually, it is loose already, okay? But also in the middle, of course. I'm doing that in a moment. It is, actually it is okay. Yeah, but just to loosen this a little bit, you know. Okay, that you can release the cake from the form. Okay, what I need to do now, what she told me, it's not so hot anymore. You take this one again, put it here, which way? This way, yeah. On the top, and you turn it around again. I have to put the camera inside because I cannot do it at the moment. Maybe I can do it. Ah, yeah. Okay, what you do is now, you turn, it's not, it's still a little bit hot. So you turn it around again, okay. And then you open the form here. Careful. Yeah, it is loose already, see, because of the butter before. And is it bigger than the top? This is good. And then you have to release this one, and this can be a little bit problem. Because you have to be careful. Because you like to keep the design of the cake, yeah? Yeah, but it's losing because of the butter. You see, this is the reason why you have to fatten the form. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. So, I don't know if this is still hot or still a little bit. Don't like to be sick tomorrow and cannot touch my keyboard at work. Whoa, yes. It's not 100% perfect, but actually I like it. You know, it's my own cake. So this is my own baked coffee cake. I'm not sure if it's a little bit too light. Could be a little bit more brown, but I'm not complaining too much. So you see the design here. This is really nice. This is the Google Hopf design. Now, what my mother told me, you need to take a kind of a little bit wet towel. So now I transferred the cake to the table, and my mother told me you need to put a towel onto the cake, something like that, because it's going down and it keeps the flavor more inside. This is what she told me. So my mother is very experienced in baking cakes, believe me. So I have to make this a little bit wet now, the towel, but not too wet, of course. So I have the wet towel now here. And I just put it on the top. It's not the best towel now, but it doesn't matter, yeah. So I hope it's not too wet, but that's it. Yes. Hello friends. Yes. Now it is time to taste my own baked coffee cake. Normally it's a little bit too early. Maybe the cake is still hot, but I like to check what is the taste. So what I have here now, I get away the towel, and here we have the cake with a wonderful, nice design. Could be a little bit more brown, a little bit darker, but let's see how it works. Oh, I have to adjust the camera a little bit now. Okay. Now, I only cut a little piece. Just to test. Okay. And here it is. It is still warm, very warm, as you can see. And okay. Yeah, perfect. I like it. Could be a little bit more stronger with the coffee taste. But the consistency is perfect. So when this is getting cold, and this is wonderful for the breakfast with the coffee, you know, or milk, it is really, I love it. Very fluffy. So I think I'm happy with the result. Next time I do it a little bit longer, that the cake is getting a little bit more brown, golden brown. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed my baking day today. And if you'd like to get the recipe, just check in the description. I put the recipe into the description below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the next time, maybe I'm baking a cheesecake or something like that. Something interesting, yeah? So thank you very much for watching. And thanks for your time. And stay safe, yeah? Bye-bye. Bernie. Hello friends, welcome to our episode number 24. We are at home now, and today we like to show you how to prepare a special dish which is from Austria, and it's called Wiener Schnitzel. And in addition to that, we will show you how to prepare Gnocchi, which is actually from Salzburg. Okay, of course we also use some gravy, and we are very hungry now, so I prepare everything here. Well, my wife, she also prepared something here, and she helped me a little bit with all the ingredients, what we need. And step by step, I will show you how to do that. And I will leave recipe in my description, so you can see exactly how to do this, what we are doing today. Okay, talk to you later, and we are starting now. Yes! So friends, we are here in our kitchen now, and my wife, she helped me a little bit to prepare all the stuff what we need. So we have here, of course, the most important for the schnitzel is Irish pork in this case, and then we have the breadcrumbs what we need. You also can use, of course, dried bread or rolls, or dried out a sandwich, and you make it like that, and you get the breadcrumbs. So of course you need a kind of bowl. You need 2 eggs. you need plain flour, you need some oil, you need some spices, and the most important actually is what you need is pepper and salt. Yeah, I don't know, darling, if we need onions and garlic. We don't need that actually. Okay, and then for the gnocchi we need a special. You also can use plain flour to prepare the gnocchi, but this is from Germany. It's called Spätzle meal. So actually gnocchi is Spätzle, yeah. But as I mentioned, you also can use a regular flour. So let's get started. Okay, what I forgot, you need a kind of hammer to beat up the meat. Okay, so I have this here, the meat now. Of course I need to open. And you need to decide how many you need, how many people you are. So I selected the best one. We are only 2 person. Is it okay for you? 1 or 2? You like 2 pieces? Okay friends, now we decided to prepare 4 pork chops, and I will show you what you have to do, because you have to get rid of the fat. So you have to cut at the sides, and I hope this is working because the knife is not so... Normally the knife is sharp, but I don't know why it is so hard to cut. But I try. Yeah, this is very hard here. So slowly I'm coming to an end. Another one left. So don't cut away too much, but you need to check where is the fat and where's the meat. I think I'll leave this, otherwise it's so... Okay, just one left. Yeah, friends, so you can see already I cut away the fat because we really don't need that. Maybe you can do something else with the fat, but we don't need this at the moment. So, but what you need to do is the following. Okay, come with me. Because what we need to do is now, I have to clean up the meat. Because it's produced meat, you know, from the supermarket, or I don't know. And then you have to clean this up a little bit. With your clean hands, of course, yeah? So, last one. Okay, get away. Press it a little bit that the water is going out. But the thing is, you have to dry it up. Okay. You can get away this one. Okay, now we have the meat here, and it is still, I just cleaned it up, and it is still a little bit wet. So you need to dry it a little bit, that it's not too wet anymore. I think this is also good already. Hey, take some tissue. Now, I tried the meat chops, pork chops, and now the fun part is starting, because you have to beat up the meat. The reason why I'm doing this is to make the meat soft. And it is good when you prepare a Wiener Schnitzel very slim. You can see this is a little bit thick, maybe 1.2, 1.3 centimeter thick, but you can make it bigger and more slim. You make the meat soft. The other side. You can see it's bigger and it is more soft and more slim. So the next one, and the next one, and then you get it up now. Maybe the fourth one you can again. Now I prepared all 4 pork chops and I will show you now what is the next procedure, what you have to prepare. Okay. Hello friends. Yeah, now I show you what you have to do. There are special steps what you need to keep in mind. First of all, we need flour in here. You put the flour in on the plate. And this will be a little bit messy now, yeah, in the table, but you can clean up everything now. Then you need, yeah, I think 2 eggs or 3, it depends. Opa. Okay. And of course you need to stir it. So I think this is finished. So, and then you need the breadcrumbs. So here we have the breadcrumbs, and I think we need a little bit more flour here. There's too, oops, messing up. I know it looks very messy. Now we take the pepper and the salt, and I prepare to add the salt onto the meat first. On both sides, of course. Not too salty. Okay. I think I do one after one. And the pepper. Okay. So this is the first one. What you need to do now is to put it into the flour, or to cover it, whatever you prefer, to press it a little bit into the flour. It's getting very messy now with the hands, as you can see, but this doesn't matter. So you push it a little bit. Okay. Then you slide it through the egg yolk on both sides, of course. Not too long. And then you transfer to the breadcrumbs, and you need to press them. You need to press down the meat, that it's getting sticky and that the breadcrumbs really are attached to the meat. Otherwise they will get loose again or something like that, you know. I mean, you see already the size of it. Okay, so we have done the first one. Okay, we have the last one here. We're adding some salt on both sides. Okay, we're adding pepper. And now we try to add some paprika as well. Doesn't make a big difference, but well, why not? Because it's getting fried anyway with the breadcrumbs. So we put it into the flour. We press it down, covering the whole meat, the whole pork chop. Okay. We put it into the egg on both sides, of course. Not too much that the flour is not going away. And then we put it into the breadcrumbs. we press the breadcrumbs onto the meat. Otherwise, maybe when you fry the pork, you know, pieces from the crust is going away, you know, and this is not so nice. So just push it a little bit. So, and this is piece number 4. And now they are ready to fry. Talk to you in a minute. So friends, I will show you what you have to care about now when you start to fry your Wiener Schnitzel. First of all, of course, you have to heat up the oven, the pan. You're adding oil inside. We are using olive oil. And because the pieces are so big, we need to do this separate. So except maybe 2 pieces would fit inside, then we do that, yeah. So what I have to tell you now is, if you are raising the temperature too high, then it is like leather. The meat is getting very hard and it's very hard to chew. Now, the other way around, when the temperature is too low, is also not good. So you need to find a middle temperature, yeah, that the meat is getting soft. And this is what we want. We don't like to chew like, you know, something like that. And this is not nice. This is not to enjoy at all. So, I don't know if it's hot enough already. In the beginning, of course, you can make it a little bit hotter, that the oil is getting hot quicker. And I think it's already good. So let's see. You can add, of course, a little bit more oil if it's too less. Now adjust the flame a little bit, that is not too high, that the temperature actually is not too hot and also not too weak like that. Okay, this was a little bit too exaggerated. I mean like that, yeah. Okay, this is too less. Just a little bit more, because we want to fry the pork slowly. Not too quick, not too hot. And this is a good condition at the moment, when you can see making like this on the side. This is already good. It's also good to have something like that, you know. And you can hear the noise already. You hear that? Yeah. So this is good, this noise. I like this noise. And of course you can turn it around very quick. You can see how it looks like already. And I think I can put 2 inside, because there's still enough space. Otherwise it's a waste of energy, waste of time. Add a little bit more. We raise the temperature a little bit. If you are not sure if it's ready or not, of course you can cut a piece here. You can try if it's already ready to eat or not. Of course, and you also can use butter. If you like to use butter, this is always good, because oil is always smelling a little bit, you know, and butter is more pure. So, you hear the sound? Yeah, this is what we want. Not too much. The temperature is not too high. I can turn around this one already, I think. A little bit too early, but doesn't matter. So we have our Wiener Schnitzel here, and then we will prepare the gnocchi. Okay friends, now we finished to fry our Wiener Schnitzel. It's inside the pan here, and now I'd like to show you how easy to prepare gnocchi, which is an Austrian traditional dish. Okay, what you need is 250 grams of flour. I have a special Spätzle gnocchi flour, but you can use any plain flour. 250 grams here. Then you need 3 eggs, okay? And you need 5 grams of salt. you put everything inside. Okay? Super easy to do, and it is so nice. It fits very well to the schnitzel and of course to other dishes as well. So what you can use a mixer, or you can use, I don't know the English word for that. Yeah, you also can use that. Now, you mix everything. Okay. Make it put that because of the noises. Get already the dough, and if it's too liquid, you just add a little bit flour, yeah. And if it's too sticky, too hard, and then you add a little bit milk, and you make it very soft and smooth again. Okay, I'm finished now. We have to prepare now a pot of boiling water. What I'm doing now. Okay friends, now here is the dough prepared for the gnocchi, yeah? And I show you exactly how to do it. So actually what you need is a pot of boiling water, what you can see here. Yeah? Okay. Now, the thing is you need to put something on, on a spoon, tablespoon. Yeah, you take a knife, a spoon, and then you put some small pieces inside, like that. Not too big. Okay. And you have to do this for, well, they need to boil for around 3 to 5 minutes. And when you come here a little bit closer, you can see later on, when they are floating on the surface of the boiling water, then they are ready to take out. Okay? Now you can see the gnocchis are floating around already. Of course, they're a little bit sticky at the ground, and you can, of course, steer around that they're coming up. Make it a little bit too big. This, of course, it takes a moment until all the 250 grams of dough is inside the pot. Hello friends, yeah, now I'm starting to fish out the gnocchi. Yeah, nice. So, now it's ready to eat. Okay, talk to you later. Hello friends, yeah, we are finished now, ready to eat. Look at this. Here you have the Wiener Schnitzel and here you have the gnocchi. And of course we put some gravy on the top. Okay, so let's try. Very soft. Gnocchi? Just perfect. Hello friends, thank you very much for watching our video today. You have learned how to prepare the Wiener Schnitzel and the gnocchis. It was very delicious. My wife, she really enjoyed it. And you can do the same, yeah? When you check down here in the description, you can see the recipe. And yeah, you just need to buy the ingredients and you can do this by your own. Alright, so that's all for today, and I hope you join us at our next episode. And please don't forget to subscribe, because this helps us a lot. And anyway, you get a notification whenever we uploaded a new video on YouTube. Okay, thank you very much again for watching, and stay safe, yeah? Bye bye, you're Bernie. Hello friends, welcome to our new episode number 25. Today I got the idea to show you how to prepare hash browns. Okay? It's a very simple way to do it. I will show you this step by step. And yeah, it is very good with apple puree, which I don't have here at the moment. This is very sad. So I only can show you how to prepare hash browns, which is made out of potatoes, onions, and you add just a little bit of flour and salt, and yeah, and then it is super easy to do and you fry it. So stay tuned, I will show you exactly how this works. And you also get the recipe for free. When you check down in my description of this video, you will see how easy it is to prepare this. Okay, so let's get started. Okay friends, now we have the recipe here, what you also get in the description, what I add into my video description below. And here you can see it is actually for 3 portions. Yeah, you need 1 kilo of potatoes, what we have here. This is 2 kilograms, but of course you don't need all of these 2 kilograms. Then we need 1 onion. I have 4 here, but you only need 1. Then need 1 egg or 2. I only have 2 at the, sorry, 1. And then we need salt and flour, what we have here. Salt and plain flour. And of course we need oil to fry this later on, okay? Very easy to do, and I will show you how to do this in a minute. Okay friends, now I will show you how to start with all of that, yeah? The first of all, you will need a pot like that, okay? Something like that. Okay, then you need this one here. Okay, or you can use something like that as well, okay? And you need something like that, of course, to get rid of the skin of the potatoes, okay? So you have to do this the whole time to get rid of the skin of the potatoes, and this takes a while. Yeah, well, this is the last one now, from 1 kilo what I just selected, and 1 kilo for potatoes, because I don't like to bore you to death, you know, by I'm peeling off the skin from the potatoes. So, but this is what you have to do. I'm almost finished. Okay, and then I have to clean up again because of the skin of these potatoes. So the next step, what you need to follow is to open a beer. No, I'm wrong. Of course, this is not the next step, but I'm in the mood to do that. I have a very special tool here, yeah? And something like that you also can get from the link below in my description. It's a bottle opener, okay? So I have my bottle of beer here. This is actually my most favorite German beer, Franziskaner. And it only includes the ingredients of water, yeast, hops, and malt. Okay, let's open. Yeah, you see? And it's open very quick. So I have to fill this into the glass first before I continue with my hash brown recipe. Because we have a weekend, it's Saturday today, and tomorrow I'm off. So this is good, you know. And during working here, to show you how to do hash browns, I like to drink a little bit beer. Why not? Okay? Okay, let's continue. Now, sorry for the break. Now, what you need to do now is to peel off the onion. We peeled off the potatoes. Okay, here we have the 1 kilogram of potatoes. Now we are going to peel off the onion. So I hope I don't start to cry And I also hope the knife is sharp enough. This is a regular onion actually, middle size I would say. A little bit big, but I think for 1 kilo of potatoes is good enough. It really fits. So get rid of the skin. I don't put my face too close to the onion. I think there is also a trick how to do this to avoid crying. I think you need to use water. I think you need to sprinkle the onion with water, and then you're not crying. But when you put it a little bit far away from your eyes, and then I think it's okay, I hope. I don't like crying only because of onions. I like natural cry. But not from the onions. Okay, get rid of this one here, of course. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it doesn't matter. Peel it off, everything. And I think, yeah, look at this. So I think it's perfect. Very shiny. And now I show you what to do next. Okay, friends, now I peeled off the potatoes and the onion, and I show you the next step what to do with this piece here. And of course, you also can use this one, but I prefer this one at the moment. You have different sizes here, yeah. So I think I prefer this one. Okay, all you need to do is this one. I show you. I have to adjust my camera a little bit. Put this inside. I start with the potatoes or onion, doesn't matter actually. And I'm starting to do this one here. And this takes a while. I have the last one. And after that, I will continue with the onion. You have to be careful that you don't scratch your skin, okay? You need to be very careful not to skin. Happened before, not nice. Alright. Okay, I am finished with potatoes, and I will continue with the onion, okay? Also inside. Okay, my friends, now we have the potatoes in here and the onions, and what we need to do is now to add eggs, and I decided for 2 eggs, okay? So I put 2 eggs inside because it's a lot. It really looks like a huge amount of ingredients. So I put 2 eggs inside. I think that's fine. What else we need? We need 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Just to be careful. A little bit more actually does not kill you. So, okay. The next thing what we need is 1 tablespoon of flour, plain flour, which I'm adding now. So I think that's okay. Now the part is starting what I really don't like, to use your hands, okay? Clean your hands, please, okay? Because, yeah, I really don't like to start, but I have to. Okay. I don't know for how long you should do that, but do it in a good way that really everything is mixed in a good way. You can see that when the eggs are dissolving. But better Makes it a little bit longer than too short, yeah? It's really messy, as you can see here. But yeah, this is a way to do it, and it's actually very easy to do the hash browns. And I love hash browns, especially in the morning. I love them together with a fried egg, hash browns, a nice cup of coffee, and a nice toast bread with ham or cheese. Yeah. So I think this is okay already. I think there is nothing more what I can mix. Everything is mixed already. Now I have to clean up my hands, and I'll show you the next step what to do. Okay. Alrighty friends, now I will show you what to do with the stuff, with the ingredients what you prepared. And of course you need to fry it. Okay? Okay friends, I'm starting now to fry my prepared potatoes with 1 onion, yeah, with 1 teaspoon of salt and with 1 tablespoon of flour. Okay, that's all what you need. You need to mix it, and then of course you can take a spoon. You can take a spoon, or you can use your hands to form a nice, like a burger style or whatever, yeah? So I will show you now. Stay tuned. Of course, I'm starting to open the fire again to heat up the oil. Doesn't matter what kind of oil it is, actually. Okay, I hope it's not too much. And then, of course, I have to form the hash brown. First I need to wait until the oil is hot. The temperature about this, although I would prefer not to heat it up too much, maybe middle temperature, not the full. Okay, I think I use my hands. I still like to mix a little bit. You have to be careful because of the fat, yeah? So when it's too hot, because a lot of water is in here, okay? And hot oil and water is not good. It is really, you know, and this is dangerous, not so good. So I don't know if it's hot enough already. And of course you need a plate where you put your products inside, your finished products, okay? And of course, what else you need is something like that. This is always good, okay, for burger or something like that. Not sure if it's hot enough already. I can put a small piece inside. Yeah, okay, good. Now let's try. So I take one like that. I make a burger style. And press out the water a little bit, if possible. Okay, like that. I just try. This is also, I'm not doing this every day. Okay, so you can take a few. If you have a form, this is also good, you know, if you have a form. Like a heart or something like that. Oh, this is not so good. So you have to, I think you have to press out the water, yeah. As I mentioned, you don't have, I'm not doing this every day. So try to do it a little bit flat. Yeah, it's flattened this a little bit with this machine here. Not a machine, of course, but I don't know the English word for it. And yeah, actually it looks good already. What I forgot to do is to make a test first. I should make a test first. Normally, you also can add some pepper. Yeah, this is also not a bad idea to add some pepper on it, you know, or if you like, or a little bit salt. So just to add, which gives a little bit spicy. This looks already good. Yeah, and to be honest, it looks good already. Okay. Make it golden brown. In the beginning, I forgot to do that. Just put a little bit to test if the taste is okay. Just a small piece before you fry all of them. So what you also can do is you can take the spoon. You can take like this one. Okay, this, and you put it inside. You press it a little bit. You make it round. Bring it in shape. Make it a little bit flat. Okay, it's also a good idea. So it's very simple to do, to be honest. And they look good already. Look at this. Doesn't it look delicious? Huh? This looks delicious or not? Come on, tell me it looks delicious now. Yeah, and look at this already. It looks really nice golden brown, and this is the way to do it, you know? And the taste of them is really good, of course, when they are warm, but you also can eat them when they are cold, okay? But then, if possible, with a kind of apple porridge, something like that. Okay, I have a lot to do here, so talk to you later. I have to try. Really good, very crunchy, really amazing. Oh, but hot. Honestly, really good, really good. I could not resist to start to eat. Doesn't it? Does this not look delicious? So easy to do. Hello friends, yeah, I'm finished now with preparing my hash browns, and to be honest, I could not resist to eat immediately. Of course, I was a little bit hungry. Yeah, but yeah, it is really easy to prepare, you know, honestly. So when I checked that, it took a while, of course, because of the peeling of the potatoes and you know, the onion. But it is really nice, and honestly, I could not resist to try one. And I have it here. Look how nice golden brown they are, and crunchy. Wow, it is perfect. Not too much salt. Wonderful, wonderful. But the only thing what you need to care about is when you prepared everything already, the potatoes, the onion, the eggs, the flour, you put everything into the bowl, okay, and you're starting to fry. When you cannot use all these kind of product what you produce for frying your hash browns, don't put it into the ref because it's getting black. You have to do this in one day. Honestly, I have experience like that already. You cannot do it. You cannot put the rest of the how you call this, dough. It's not the dough, yeah, but the products for frying the hash browns. Don't put it into the ref. It's getting black. And you know what? Because of the starch of the potatoes. That's why it's getting black. To be honest, I noticed already when I was at the end, yeah, to prepare to fry, within the bowl, I noticed already at the bottom is starting to get black. So it's getting black very quick because of the chemical process, because of the air or whatever, oxygen and the starch of the potato. It's a kind of chemical reaction. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed my 3D t-shirt. Yeah, and no, I'm joking only. I hope you enjoyed my day today with preparing the hash browns, because I really love this for the breakfast in the morning together with the fried egg and coffee. It is wonderful. Yeah, it's so easy to do, and I promise to you, your children also will love that. Honestly, you just need to try it. I'll leave the recipe below my description video, within my description, of course. Yeah, and yeah, I hope you join me the next time, or us together with my wife, next episode. And please stay safe, and of course please subscribe if you don't mind, yeah, because it helps us a lot. And all the best to you. Bye bye.